Today I'm doing a review on the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and I have two shades here. I'm going to be giving it a try again today because I have tried this foundation before. I liked it, but I did not like it, so I want to give it a second try and try a few things differently. Because it is a matte foundation, I didn't realize that it was matte. It does not say that on the box, so it just says it's a full coverage. Oh yeah, it does say matte. It says it's a full coverage foundation with a flawless matte, long-lasting finish. So yeah, it was definitely matte, and I have dry skin, so I'm gonna try to do some extra moisturizing to see if it holds up better. So let's go ahead and swatch these two shades. This is what the foundation looks like, and this one is in the shade 10 Neutral, and then the second one is in the shade Warm, number 9 Warm. Okay, so let's go ahead and swatch these two shades. This one is the 9 Warm. Actually, that's very light. Okay, so I don't know, we may not be able to use these. I don't know if I can make that work because that's very light. When I first bought these, it wasn't quite summer yet, so my skin wasn't as dark as it is right now. It's been over 100 degrees every day. That one's significantly darker, so remember when I tried that one before, it was too dark and too orange, so I went and got that one. Now of course it's summer and that one's way too light, so I'm just going to use the darker one. Okay, so this time I'm going to moisturize my skin with the Saturday Skin moisturizer. This is very moisturizing. I'm going to go in with that first. Okay, and as you can see, this is very moisturizing. Okay. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is go in with my primer, and I'm going to use the most moisturizing primer that I have, and that's the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Pro Filter foundation. So she does have a matte one, and then this is the moisturizing one, so make sure I'm super moisturized. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation with a brush. Again, this is the one that's in the shade 10. Okay, let's see. Need a brush. I'm going to use this, what is this, the number 95 Sephora brush. Okay, so it's much better. It's not dry because of the moisture that I have on my face, so this might work out a lot better, but it still has that orange tint to it, if you can tell. So I might have to mix it again to get rid of that orange tint. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it'll oxidize a little bit. And that's what side one looks like. I don't want to use a beauty blender right off because I don't want it to soak up any of the moisture. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in and blend it in a little bit better with the Beauty Blender and add just a little bit more on this side because it doesn't look like I got that side very well. And when I use a Beauty Blender, I just press it into the skin. Don't swipe it or across your face because you're just gonna be moving the makeup around. So I'm just stippling it, pushing it into the skin. Go ahead and push this side in. Okay, and this is what it's looking like up close. So it doesn't feel heavy on the face or anything. It feels pretty good. Okay, so now that I have that on, it is still slightly orange, but nothing I can't handle. So it's coming off a little yellow on camera, but it has more of an orange tint to it. Very warm color. All right, so I'm gonna go in, and since it is kind of orange, I'm gonna use and I need a hydrating concealer. I'm gonna go in with Latte by Born This Way. The color is Latte, and it's Born This Way. Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So yeah, this is working out better already now that I'm using more moisturizing products with it. It's much better already. All right, while that sits there, I'm going to while that sits there, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. In the shade Chocolate. So now, trying to make this not so bright. Okay, that's better. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and blend in this concealer. This is what it's looking like. Blending out pretty well. The concealer's looking good on top of it. All right. So next I'm gonna go ahead and contour with my Black Opal foundation stick in the shade All Chocolate. go in and set my face. Alright, so today I'm going to use a different setting powder because I know I always use the Mercier. I'm going to go on with the Black Radiance setting powder in the shade Banana. Oh, it's very finely milled. Can't tell that already. And I just go ahead and push it in right away. I'm not going to bake. I don't bake just because I don't want creasing. I have drier skin, so. I really like this powder and it's very affordable. See, I went in a couple times and still no dryness under my eyes, so that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna just take whatever's left to go around my face. Alright, so I'm gonna go in around the contour with the bronzer, and I'm gonna use, as usual, the Morphe Glamour Bronze bronzer and the shade Big Shot. Looks like it's not blended out up here. Okay, and this is what it's looking like with the bronzer so far. So good. Okay, and so next I'm gonna go in with some blush. Today I'm gonna use this BECCA BFF's palette with KHLOE and Malika. It's Malika's palette, the silver one. And I'm gonna go in with this orangey shade right here. Okay, that's what that's looking like. Just contour out just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and curve out my brows. I wasn't going to, but I changed my mind. So you want to use, again, a color that's close to your skin shade. So I'm just going to use the shade Golden and Born This Way concealer. And I'm going to go ahead and carve out my brows. Okay, so there's that. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with what? Setting spray. I'm just going to use the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. And lips. So for my lips, I am using the LA Colors lip liner in the shade Smooth Plum. Okay, this needs to be sharpened. Alright, and for my lips, I'm going to go in with MAC in the shade Powder Kiss. You know what? That's not what it is. It's Influentially It is a shade, and it's a Powder Kiss lipstick. Just thought about that. And it's got some pink in it, and I don't particularly want pink sometimes, guys, to get rid of. Okay, so next I'm going to go on top of that with the Cream Flirt. It's called Cream Flirt. I don't know, in the Morphe lipstick. Still has a pink tint to it. So in that case, sometimes when you want a nude lip and you have too much of a red or a pink color to it, you can go in with your foundation. You see that? To take away some of the pinkness of it. Okay. I'm still not sure about this foundation. I don't know, it just looks like foundation to me. I know you probably can't see that in camera, but maybe if I set it, I'm gonna try and see what the Laura Mercier does. Especially it's the forehead area and like the, I don't know. See if that kind of smooths it out if I take this and press it in. Thought I was gonna like it this time. Okay, it actually looks a lot smoother. I guess I have to use the Laura Mercier with it. Yeah, that looks much better. I don't know if you can even tell a difference on camera, but in person, it was way better. So I'm gonna go in and set. And that's what it's looking like for highlighter. I'm gonna use the same palette, and I'm gonna go on with the shade right here, the highlighting shade. So it's very subtle, so you can build it up if you want to. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, a bit too much, so just blot it out. If you put too much, just blot it out. A little down the center of my nose. Okay, and okay, now for the final star of the show, I found this Kiss Lash Glue Liner. So this is gonna make things so much easier if it works. You're supposed to line your eye with it and just stick the lash to it, and it's as simple as that. So let's just see if it's that simple. I have these lashes. These are the Kiss lashes in 614. That's the style. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's the Kiss lashes in shade 01. All right, I'm gonna go in and trim these a little bit. And so what you want to do is you want to go in and measure your eye just to see where you need to cut the edge. I cut the shorter edge normally, so I already know where to I just know where to cut mine. So Alright, so I'm going to apply the lash glue. And I'm going all the way across the lash. And I'm sure you can make a wing with this if you wanted to. Okay. And it works. Very quick, easy way to apply your lashes, and again, it's stuck. Like it's stuck. So pretty good. I'm gonna go and do the other lash. I'm gonna start in the center, press down, go to the edge, press that down and wiggle, go to the other side, press that down and wiggle, and there we have it, and it is stuck. Man, where has this stuff been? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go in and line the bottom of my eyes with a dark brown shadow, so. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of mascara. Okay. There we go. There's that. Okay, and I'll be back to let you know how this foundation holds up. Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on the Charlotte Tilbury. It's been about 6 hours. It's about 5:40. I think I put it on a little bit before 12, so it's been almost 6 hours, and it's still looking pretty good. I will tell you that this makeup is very, very matte. If you have oily skin, this would probably work really good for you. It's a very full coverage foundation. For 6 hours, this is actually pretty good. It hasn't moved. I'm looking up under my eyes. It's a little dry, but again, I have dry skin, and my eyes always look like that. They always end up creasing, so it's not too bad. I think it actually did pretty good. I think the shade is still a little off. Like, I don't know. It looks a little worse on camera than it does in person. I'm looking at my jaw and my neck. And there's the sun. There the sun goes. Sheesh. Okay. See if I can get it to calm down. Okay. So it's a little bit off, but I can probably fix that with the powder. But other than that, I think it's going really good. I like it a lot. Again, I had to mix the shade 9 warm and 10 warm. 9 warm was way too light, and 10 warm was very orange. So I ended up mixing the 2, and I got it closer to my shade. The 10, was it 10 cool? No, the 9 cool was looked just like the 10 warm. Like, the lady swatched it. I couldn't swatch it because of the pandemic or whatever, but if you go to like Sephora, Ulta, and you need to swatch something, you can have one of the store employees swatch it on their arm, so you can kind of at least compare the colors and the undertones. There was no African Americans in there, so she swatched it on her wrist, and I'm telling you, like, the 10 warm and the 9 Cool were like the exact same shade. It had the orange undertone and everything. So I ended up mixing the 9, I want to make sure I get this right, 9 Warm and the 10 Warm. So they had more of a golden undertone than the orangey undertone. So yep, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I will update you guys again tonight. Again, it's been 6 hours and we are looking pretty good. Let me give you a close up of my skin, what it's looking like. I know, so it's not breaking up. I mean, it looks pretty good. And I've just come from work, and I work in a gym. I coach gymnastics, so it's a lot of movement, a lot of sweating, because I have a younger team, so you know, there's a lot of moving and a lot of sweating. So it's holding up very well. I actually really like this foundation a lot.